Good evening and welcome back to the Sim Reel. Tonight's headlines are complicated. One of our own hosts has unexpectedly become the center of a major SMZ story after being photographed in a very pointed exchange with recently released Dre. Meanwhile, Phoenix is back in the spotlight with a mystery companion at Harrison's remodeled lounge and a fresh round of shade directed at Vivian and Atlas. And later, we'll be discussing Teagan Saige's new musical era, a vibrant shift from the turbulence of her past year. Let's begin with the story closest to home. SMZ released a set of photos showing Lauren in what appears to be a very intense street conversation with Andres Carson Lopez, better known as Dre, who was released just weeks prior after being held for over a month on RICO-related charges. The images sparked immediate questions online, particularly given Lauren previously denied being anywhere near the jail during the time Dre was detained. Let's start there. Here are the photos.
Oh my gosh. Lauren, this looks serious.
Serious? Girl, this looks like you were getting debriefed. And you told the entire internet that you weren't visiting anybody at that jail. Now you're on the street talking to the man who was in it?
Okay, let's be clear. I was not visiting him. I was not at that jail. Dre saw me on the street that night. He approached me. I didn't plan this. I didn't seek him out.
But Lauren, viewers are asking, if you had no connection to him inside, how do you even know Dre well enough for him to walk up and have such an emotional conversation?
Who is saying this was an emotional conversation? I've frequented Harrison's lounge in the past. Dre and I have crossed paths at events. He knows me in passing. He stopped. He talked. I listened. But this doesn't look like in passing. Why do you look so invested? Concerned? He looks like he's telling you something heavy.
More importantly, why you? Why does a man fresh out from a RICO case feel safe pulling you aside? That's not normal.
He was venting because he had a traumatic month. Anyone would let someone talk if they saw them struggling.
Traumatic? Lauren, this is a man connected to murder, drugs, racketeering. This is not a man you casually console outside on the street.
You're twisting it. I wasn't consoling him. I was listening. There's a difference. Honestly, I think it's the optics. That's what's getting people. You denied being anywhere near that jail. The rumor faded. And then, boom, this. And the internet took one photo and wrote a movie script. Not my problem.
No, what's not your problem is accountability. This looks reckless, irresponsible. You can't be on TV talking about celebrities making bad choices while you're making these choices.
I'm not making bad choices. I am not involved with Dre. I didn't seek him out. If he talks to me on the street, I'm not running away like a child.
But Lauren, can you acknowledge why people feel misled? You denied proximity to anything jail-related, yet here you are, in the first images captured, deeply engaged with the man the rumors pointed to.
I acknowledge that people are jumping to conclusions. That's all I can acknowledge. I'm sorry, but if I saw someone I barely knew, who was in jail for all that, approaching me, I'd walk the other way, not have a heart-to-heart.
Exactly. You don't accidentally end up in this situation. Something doesn't add up.
What doesn't add up is people assuming guilt where there is none. If I wanted to hide something, I wouldn't be doing it on a busy street in broad daylight.
Fair, but the disconnect remains, and viewers feel it. Let's shift to our next story, because Phoenix has also been making headlines. Phoenix was photographed at Harrison's newly remodeled lounge, sitting extremely close to a man whose identity remains hidden in all images released. Shortly after those photos surfaced, Phoenix posted an Instagram story showing Vivian Watts and Atlas Drake, with middle finger emojis directly placed over their faces. The timing has caused confusion. Let's start with the lounge photos.
No, because this is close. This is, I'm comfortable with you close.
I'm sure it'll take the internet no time to find out who this is.
The question people are asking is, why now? Last we saw, she was attached to Reese.
Yeah, the timing is weird. You go from being booed up to this mystery man in the VIP energy, and then immediately shading Viv and Atlas?
No strategy, just pure chaos. Classic Phoenix.
Okay, this is the part that confused me. What is this? Why Vivian? Why Atlas? Why now?
Because she's spiraling and manipulative, and she wants attention. She does this every time she feels irrelevant.
Sorry, but this is embarrassing. She said she was fine with Vivian and Atlas weeks ago. Now she's shading them like they stole money from her. And she was literally with Reese. Reese, Viv's cousin. Now you're shading his family? And sitting with mystery man number whoever?
She's going back to her old ways. Messy, messy, messy.
To be fair, the public doesn't have full context, but based on what we can see, the behavior is inconsistent, and inconsistency breeds confusion. Part of this confusion has people thinking that maybe she wants Atlas back.
She needs a log-out button. And maybe a therapist. Just because you see your ex looking good and doing better doesn't mean you get to pull these kinds of stunts. You okayed the relationship between your ex and one of your closest friends. No give-backs, boo. Might as well get used to Reese or whoever this new man is.
Well, speaking of reinvention, let's shift to someone who appears to be moving in the opposite direction after a short break.
You've seen the headlines, you've watched the chaos unfold. But what if you could see more, sooner? On Patreon, members get early access to every episode, exclusive sneak peeks you won't find anywhere else, and the power to vote on how the story unfolds. Don't just watch Capricorn Sims. Shape it. Step inside the circle. Join us on Patreon today.
Welcome back. Teagan Saige has officially unveiled visuals for what appears to be a new musical era. Bright colors, lighter energy, and a noticeably joyful aesthetic compared to the intensity of her previous year. Fans have reacted positively, calling it a refreshing rebirth. Let's talk about what this new direction signals.
I love this for her. Fun colors, light energy. Teagan is finally doing something right.
I mean, she looks nice. But let's not pretend this isn't a rebrand. She's trying to clean up her messy reputation. Or she's growing up. Healing does happen.
Visually, it does appear intentional, but in a good way. After a turbulent year, it's normal to pivot into something brighter. The real question is whether the public sees this as genuine evolution or an attempt to distance herself from past drama.
It can be both, growth and strategy. Nothing wrong with that.
And that relationship with Nas the poet. It's giving PR at this point. Lauren, they've always had chemistry.
Let her be happy. Damn.
From a public standpoint, this era feels honest. Fans respond well to joy when it's earned, and Teagan has been through a lot. If this is her stepping into a healthier space, the visuals reflect that. Let's move to our viewer questions of the week. It's time for Ask the Real, where we answer your questions. Unsurprisingly, today's top question is for Lauren. Lauren, the viewers want to know if you did go visit Dre at the jail and how you know him. The viewers also wanted Gabby to call Lauren out on this situation, stating, "Gabby, are you going to hold Lauren accountable for lying to all of us, or you only have that type of smoke for Teagan?"
Look, he approached me. He vented. I listened. Serious conversation equals serious faces. Nothing more.
Well, I have been holding Lauren accountable, and I agree. Lauren, this was reckless. Dre is not some random guy from brunch. He was in jail on dangerous charges. This looks bad for you and for this show.
I'm not responsible for how it looks. I didn't seek him out. He's a human just like us, and there is nothing to be scared of. People are dramatizing a 5-minute conversation.
Well, your 5-minute conversation became a 5-day headline.
Lauren, you may not control perception, but you do control proximity. And proximity to someone with Dre's history, especially after denying any connections to the jail, will naturally raise questions. And with that, thank you for joining us on The Sim Reel. We'll see you next episode.
Step into the world of Capricorn Sims. Here, you'll find a space built for fans, creators, and supporters to connect in real time. From channel hubs like the Meme Gallery and the Sims Chat, to exclusive spots like the Inner Circle Lounge and Capricorn Court, there's always something happening. Whether you want to talk Sims, share your favorite moments, or just hang out, this is where the conversation never stops. Join the Discord today and make your mark inside the cult.